a great dessert. Please excuse all the clinking and clacking. I'm in full harness and climbing gear. Ooh, it feels good. Nice and cool through here. I was thinking if it starts to rain, I might just back my truck up into this. This guy here breaks the surface. And there's an incline shaft there, which we've checked out before. Not too shabby. Anywho, okay, so to get a little bit of background context amongst the clanking and clacking, this is a tungsten mine that we are in, and this is a lower inclined haulage. This would have been run by soft-tired vehicles. As you can see, there's no ties, no rails, and it's much larger in size as well, which is a good indicator. There is a main incline shaft that this intersects with, and I believe that's what was actually dumping from above. That's farther in. So everywhere you see these timber sets, it's a soft rock section where they figured shoring would be a good thing to have. But for the most part, it's pretty good and solid rock. I did bring along a little, what's it called, a black light. Light source in the ultraviolet range. And that should show some of the tungsten in here. As you can hear from my voice, we are very much into the hard rock sections of the mine. So the way to go is actually over yonder, but this is another section which you might be able to tell from the tumbleweeds. Oh, and that little stink bug there does break the surface, or at least used to. Huh. I guess it twists and winds a little bit more. So, but this does go up and out. I've dropped this before, which is how we discovered this is what it comes into. Clickety clack. Got an ore chute here. So this is connecting up to those workings. I can feel air coming through there. Could probably get around that rock actually. The workings that shaft we just looked up. But these workings over here are actually part of a whole different set of workings. So airline. So I guess either they were owned by the same company, or whoever was running this operation decided, hey, we'll help out both parties. Either way, it's very cool. Back to a muffled section here. So, a little bit softer rock. And as we get deeper, some more airlines, a little bit more timbering, or artifacts in the way of timbering. It's just blocking. Yes, okay. Whew. I saw that collapse and started getting nervous. Here we go. I mean, incline. Drop all my shit. Okay. So we got our manway here. Skip car passage right here. See if I can show the bottom. It's not too far down. There's a plate there, but it keeps going. And this guy continues up. Ooh, you can see a hint of light way up there. And we've dropped this one. It's also how we figured out that these guys connected. This is under a section that they stoped to the surface as a pit. That's why it's just collapsed. But that guy there Looks like it could be the ore vein. Probably end up getting out the old black light, seeing if we can catch anything. See the manway way up there. So, anywho, I gotta rig up a rope for this. Okay, we got our knot tied. See how well I can toss this rope. I kind of want it to go past those two stoles to the side. Ready? Oh, of course. Of course it gets caught right on the goddamn nail. What a jackass. Oh well, good enough for the girls I go out with. Nope, it's not antique denim, and nope, I haven't pissed myself. I forgot to screw the cap on my water bottle. And my bag peed all over the place. Lovely. Yeah. Come here, Nick. Nice little shaft station. This is older workings, as indicated by the tracks laying on the ground. We got another mamma jamma collapse here. Yeah, this is a very yo mama. This is a very unstable section. Oh wow, it might have actually come down since the last time I was here. Yeah, wow. Wasn't like that before. I figured I'd show some of the artifacts around here real quick. That's a dynamite box. And if I could do this without falling down the ore chute, then down the shaft. There we go. We got some railroad spikes, through bolts, some old washers. Very neat. A little coupling that when you hit it makes a really nice tone. Couple of wedges here. Just a mismatch menagerie. Ooh, what's that? Part of an old Petri wines jug. It's one of those things where the more you look, the more you find. Nice and dusty old miner's glove. All sorts of history buried here. So what we think they were doing, we're taking tracks and stuff from other mines and using them here. And curved track, you know, it just, unless you have the exact same curve, isn't very useful. So all the curved sections, it looks like they cut off and just dumped them down here. That's why there's a bunch of little short stints of curved stuff that just dead ends right over there. One hell of an S curve in this one. Look at that. Woo! Look at them curves. Anywho, heading back to the incline here. And one interesting thing of note. Oh, nice little cattle oil container. It still has the safety bar that says keep closed. Come on. Yeah, it works pretty good. See where they trimmed it to be a good fit. Early mine safety. What a novel idea. Anyways, I'm going to get on rope and head to the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally made it down. Or I made it down. Nick's starting his descent. And this is an interesting look. I'm trying to figure out what happened here. So, when you sink a shaft, it's not unusual to continue it past the lower level in what's known as a sump. And the sump is essentially just a place for water to collect so it doesn't flood your lower levels. The thing about this sump is it's got a ladder going down, and this is definitely an ore chute here. Or an ore bin that would have had a chute. So what I think happened was they came down, they reached probably lower level or lower sump, and decided that rather than hauling their waste rock up, the lower level was probably kaput, so they just dump their waste rock into the, well, I guess the sump. Hang on. Let's see if I can get up this. Roger that. Nick, my boy.
Hello.
Hello.
It's me, Luigi.
It's me, Mario.
Okay, I'm gonna come down the pipe now.
Okay, you're coming down. Takes a special kind of retard. Anywho, this guy here is likely one of the skip buckets. Ooh, he's getting on rope. That would have been hauled up this guy here. Avoid stepping on these planks because they're kind of unstable. It's not a very deep drop, but it's deeper than I would like to fall. Anyways, nice bit of track here. Whoop, there goes Nick. Let me get a shot going up the shaft here so you can see. So right up there, if I could zoom in the light, that's that clog. It's about 20 feet up from there to that level we were on. Nice timber, and I tell you what, look at these boards. Look at them, beautiful. Look at that thing. Not a single knot in it. Crazy tight grain. It's like furniture grade lumber now, and they were using it for goddamn shoring. Oh man, what a wild thing. Woo! Anywho, what we got? Some negatives. Bunch of oil, stuff like that. There is a pit down here, and that is why we've come all this way. And we've also brought that extra bit of rope. We want to see what is at the bottom of that pit. When there's a will, if there's a way. Also, some neat looking crystals here. Must get out the blacklight. Just to settle a little bit. Let's see. Woo! Nick is knocking stuff down. Interesting things, real quick. Check out all the tally marks. A lot of loads move through here. One other thing. It says Slim the Trammer. Slim the Trammer. Wow. Also, check out this guy here. See if I can blow it off. It's it'll show. It's a guy pushing a little ore cart. Excuse me. That is very neat. A lot of graffiti down here. Some guy spent quite a bit of time working down here. Had to entertain himself somehow. Let's take a look here. I'll turn off the old light. So the interesting thing about tungsten is it should luminesce. Luminous? Yeah, that's the word for it. Except it'll only do it in certain wavelengths. And this is an LED blacklight. And from what I've been informed, the trammer, it's not the correct wavelength. It's too, I believe it's too long of a wavelength. It needs to be shorter. And you can only get that from the actual tubes, the fluorescent style tubes. So we'll see. You know, I never know. Some samples might show up, but still looking. I was just going to walk through and start rigging up our rope so that we can drop the pit. There's Nick's light coming down real neat. You can hear him through the pipes. But check out this guy. Somebody had fun with the fittings. Going up there. Might be inclined to climb this. And an old box of Miss A Comfo respirators. Very neat. Anywho, still a little dusty down here. Well, the interesting thing is the dust seems to be going this way. It's almost down, which would indicate airflow. But we don't know of any other surface breaks down here. Wow, look at that ore body there. Ooh, mama. That's some good looking stuff right there. Got another chute here. That washer is digging way in. A lot of load on that bad boy. Lots of load. Another ore chute. So this was their bottom, haulage level. That's why all the chutes come out here. Whoever was working this level would have just been pulling up load after load after load of stuff. Here's a, I forget the name of it. Nick knows, but you use a slusher ramp. That's what it is. It came to me. Anyways, this ramp here, you have a guy who sits on one end operating a slusher. Come around. Woo. There we go. And so he wants to slush out that area there. And what he does is he pulls the slusher up, it dumps into an ore cart waiting below. Which means they were actively working back this way. I feel cool breezes coming and going. Wonder if that goes up and out. We'll have to come back to that bad boy. Lots of dynamite boxes. Some wooden, some cardboard. Some menagerie of age. Ooh. Little wrap around here. And this is what we've come to see. We saw this thing. I think this is under the largest section of the pit. And it's just, this guy is massive. Massive. And, now it may just be a sump. Let's find a rock here. But this guy continues down. Not much, maybe 25, 30 feet. But just look at the size of her. She's a monker. And we are in unstable rock. What have we got here? We got the top of an old handle. Wow, that's a beautiful handle. Look at that. Very nice. Old hickory. Some slusher cable. Lots of dynamite boxes and pieces. And a drill steel. Single piece. Not a Widowmaker. It does have the hole. But still an old piece nonetheless. Here's the end of where that slusher ramp is. What is over here? Woo! Like a bull in a china shop. Wow, we've got a raise. That seems the dead end right up there. Somebody got real creative with the ladders though. It's always fun to see. And okay, upside down rail, which indicates to me that this was a working face. They were continuing this, and so they flip over the rail and put it alongside the rail that they have so that they can get the carts as close to the working face as possible. And then once they advance enough to where a full-size piece of rail will lay down, they flip them over, put some spikes in them, and keep on going. So, the light's acting up. You can see, don't grab me. Woo. That's why you wear boots, folks. Oh yeah, that continues down. We want to know what is down there. It also continues up to what looks like a stope room. But this ladder does not go high enough. And we are oh, wait a minute. This one does. But I don't know. The thing about climbing like this is if anything goes wrong, you're heading straight down. Look at that. I don't know if you can see in between there. I wonder, because it looks like the main incline keeps going, I wonder if that goes down and meets up with it. Maybe that's why they backfilled the main shaft. Just dynamite storage in here. That might be tungsten right there. I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm looking for when I'm looking for the tungsten. My understanding, what I had been told, is the tungsten will show up as a very distinctly colored or contrasted vein amongst the host rock. But from last time we were out here when Nick brought his UV light, you could see that it was kind of speckled throughout. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows? Look at the size of this bad boy. Oh, mama. She's big. Real big. Bigger than big. Keeps going down. We don't know where to, but we will find out. Yes, sir. We got the bigger light, or stronger light. The amount of broken hammer handles, incredible. Along with the amount of just rough, shredded timber all throughout these little drifts. So let's see if I can get it, or you guys can get a shot down there. So there's a ledge there. Looks like there might be something running off. Enhance. I see something down there, but it keeps going beyond that. Well, I may have to have speaks with Nick to determine the best mode or location for this. Something interesting. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. All this stuff that's sort of like splattered on this. Looks like when it gets wet, the juice from what's up above comes tumbling down. Wow, look at how yellow those rocks are. I wonder if that's tungsten. I'm gonna get out the light. Well, of course, no such luck. This is not tungsten, although, check out all the dendrites. Very cool. A whole lot of, I know the red stuff is hematite. So at least I got that one. And this stuff over here, I'm gonna guess is sulfur? Wait a minute. What's the color of that piece there? Come to daddy. Ooh, this is copper. It's got trace amounts of copper in it. It's a yellow. If I can hold it steady, that's a big chunk. Where did you come from? Little specks of the good stuff in there. Duster. Not much down here. Just a working face. Look at all the holes they drilled. They were getting ready to blast, that's for sure. What we're looking at here is a large square set timbering. It looks like a stope. I think they were just working it up here, and this was like a platform / ore chute. And major timbers. I was looking down the chute. Well, not that high up. But, okay, if you remember all those collapses we were looking at? Yeah. This is the other side of them. And it looks like it actually connects through. It's a weird looking, really weird looking deposit. Wow. So, yeah, I don't think it was a well, no, I take it back. This was a head frame. I see the blocks where the sheave wheel would have been. Wow. But we're underneath the pitted section, and you can see where it's all broken through from above in a extremely unsafe manner. I'm not going to go over there. Careful, that one ladder's kind of loose. Yeah. I tried to move that beam to the side so you can squeeze up through there. Yeah, sketch was stretched. Damn, look at that ladder go. Hang on to the side cribbing, like stick your hands in the gaps. That's what I did. Yep. Oh God, I don't even want to think about that. Nick, me boy. That's not too bad. There's lots of stuff to grab onto, so that's reassuring. I want to go down this one passage, see what's in the room. See, this kept going up. I might stop dynamite in it. Whoa. There's a stope. I ain't going up there. First people to be up here in a very long time. Dangerous spot. Oh, this is that raise. Wow. Well, good end of the first day. Wild adventure, no doubt. Nick is still off over in that other section. But I gotta start the terrifying trip down. Based off of footprints, we're the only ones to be up here in a long time. So, yeah, good end of the first day. And as Nick had iterated, we can now claim that we've explored every square inch of this mine. So, another one checked off the list. So, Nick is in the room way up above. Here he comes. We've boarded up the drop, so should anything go wrong, we're not going to go all the way to the bottom. Still about, I don't know, 15 feet. Look at that finesse. And with climbing gear, no less. Watch out for that cable. She'll catch on you in the worst places. Such form, such technique.
I'm just a pro at this.
You're just too good.
Yeah.
Keep a very close eye on those ladders. I don't know how much I trust those suckers. Oh, yeah. Doesn't that just give you the warm fuzzies?
I don't think it's going to slide through though.
No, I can't. It's nailed on the one side and then it's sort of caught on the other. So it's not like it's going to go anywhere. But I was thinking those other ones a little farther up.
Oh, yeah.
What do you see?
That's very sturdy at the top there.
Well, that's always nice.
It's so bad.
Oh, you see something already? I might come join you in a bit. It's got to be on the other side of the collapse. Are they venomous?
I don't think so. I'm not sure if it's a harvestman anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick them up. Yeah, I would not pick that guy up. There's a whole bunch of them wandering around here.
Yeah, because look, he has 6 legs, and then he has these like 2 feelers. I don't know if those count as legs or not.
For grabbing things.